the compass live, my old battle moth-eaten thing from the lathe. Act 1, Chapter 1, Take 1. Look at how more considerably cluttered my bed is. How clutters it all that. Makes hardly a difference. Okay. Look at the drugs these guys had me on. And what the hell's going on here? Look at these. Look at all the drugs they gave me. Can't take all these drugs. You'll die from the drugs. You'll die from the fucking drugs. Okay, where are we at? Clearing, still clearing. What I must say is that this, by far, is the best bubble loss hangover remedy in the world. But they changed the packaging. And it has ruined my life, ladies and gentlemen. The old packaging, because this one was like a normal powder, you can open it, and then you could doctor it with some poison or whatever, and that's why they had to seal it. I think I've got one of that little paper thing. This is the best babalas. We call it babalas. It's hangover, the biggest hangover remedy, or the best in the West, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Where's one of those other stupid little packets that they make? Whatever, just trust me. I'm going to set up petitions, and I'm going to petition them, because it's not on. I watched a man with only one arm take a grandpa headache powder. And he was taking he didn't have one arm, he had 0 arms. He had a piece of wire coming off of his shirt to smoke. And he gestured to me, he said, "Take the powder out of my pocket, please," all in Afrikaans. What a nice little man. And they say for me to vat die poeier uit and take it out, and then just open the one side like that. And then he said, "Okay, put it in my mouth, please." Now the guy's got no arms. So I put it in his mouth. He goes, don't know if you saw what I did. I blew it up so that it opens, and then the subsequent powder goes into his mouth. Now imagine just that guy's got no arms. Now how is he gonna take a grandpa, even with the assistance of someone? I don't know. And it wastes. There's always this, you can get every last scrap of grandpa headache powder out of it. The other little one, when you finished flicking it around in your mouth like you're giving something a blowjob, you sprinkle the thing like this, and you've always got residue. So in other words, that's getting thrown away. So they're charging you for some that you throw away. Now that's my little rant tonight. Oh, brother, I've got so much cleaning to do. Another thing I found this from the 70s that my mom had before there were steam irons. The days before there were steam irons, and they brought this little thing out. It's a Osro Steam Stress 2, the greatest sewing aid since the thimble. Ideal for opening flat or curved seams and darts without accessories. Hey? Before we had steam irons, I mean, they sold this thing for a small fortune. I want to see if it still works later on. I mean, I showed you the difference between the new underwater cameras. This is what they're using now. These are the underwater cameras that are standard issue. And let me show you my underwater camera. This was my underwater camera when I was diving. I dove the Red Sea with this. I dove Alabor Shoal. I was in the Maldives, all over. And it was bloody great. It was digital. It wasn't HD, but it was digital. And now you just get this little thing. You can mount this thing in your ear. You could hang it off your ear. The shark could actually swallow it. But yeah, this is the thing. Oh, what a mission it was to take this into the ocean. Every time I had to first try and figure out how much weight, because you need extra weight. I dislocated my arm on the one shark dive with this stupid camera. But it was good. It was passed down from a guy at the Discovery Channel that did work, I believe, with Jacques Cousteau. So it's got some history. It's got a beautiful engraved plaque. I don't know if you can see the beautiful engraved plaque it's got on the camera. But yeah, and you operate it with all these, you've got all these knobs and levers and handles that you operate to turn things inside the camera. Quite extraordinary. Maybe I'll get a good auction price for the Smithsonian. Who knows? No, I just come back from the doctor. And he just gave me some of the right things that I need. Not all these things. I mean, I killed this list for two. There's how many on here? There's 8. Now I take a sleeping tablet. So 3. That's it. Klar, finished. For my new heart valve. Carbon, stainless steel, whatever, composite. Yeah. Now I'm trying to get my room fixed because we had a flood here and I had to rip the carpets out and everything has just gone to shit ever since. And I got too much stuff. Where do I start first? Hello Jethro. Hello Lucy. I hope you're having a good day today. Right, so my computer's also sexually ruined. It just says it just won't start like a, Windows. My iPad thankfully works. Let me see that. Yeah, but what I'm not going to go underwater. I'm not going to go underwater with my GoPro. What I do is I stick it on my helmet, on the inside of my helmet. Stick it on the inside of my helmet. I'll show you now. It works a treat. Where's my helmet? Yeah, this works a treat, because all I do is I take the camera, I switch it on, I put it on record, and I just, the whole thing is Velcro underneath, and then off I go down the road, like this, and not this big, great monstrosity sitting on the top of my head. I mean, normally it would look something like this, you know what I mean? Like I'm a space cadet. I'm not a space cadet. I like undercover, and it's pretty undercover. I mean, there's no flashing lights or anything. And you can put it right in the person's face that you're speaking to. That's what I like doing. Holding people accountable for what they say when it's caught on video. That's what I like. But anyway. And where do you start? Where do you start? Where do you start? Here we go. Take my artwork and go pack it somewhere. Pack it somewhere. I was going to take a photograph of all my phone settings. All my phone settings. I'm going to be up and down, so I don't know. This is just what live is all about. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm sorry. Fancy that. Fancy that. I go and find a picture of my girlfriend acting as if she's helping the builders build. What a sweetie. What a sweetie pie. What a sweetie pie. Miss her like salt on meat. Yeah. You see, and what live does too is once your live is finished and you say end, you got to wait. It's private. It doesn't, you can't just go back in there according to what I see. It becomes private. Then you got to go unprivate it in order for people to see your shit. This was my ex-wife's scale rule that she pulled through her arse. Like everything. She's a good woman. She's a good woman. Okay, where am I starting? I pulled this out. I pulled this out. This is a thingy for when I was developing photographs. I was developing, then you put your photosensitive paper in here, and you can move these things up and down, and you can get your frame right, your light, you shine your light on you. It was beautiful doing photography, especially black and white. Beautiful, wonderful hobby to have. But that's all gone. That's gone. That's gone like a scone. Well, must still be some people doing it, but kids nowadays don't know how those photographs actually were made, and I don't know. And I found a lovely photograph that she took. She said it was my brother riding down the road. I don't know if you can see. Beautiful picture. Somewhere in Asia. She said, there's your brother riding down the road. What a wonderful little woman that. Okay, right, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? And my shavetta to cut my tobacco, my shavetta. It's flat on the end. I've just got to make a nice wooden handle for it, and I'm going to be ready for cutting tobacco leaves again pretty soon. Yeah, that's about all the news that I've got. And yeah, it's been raining. It's been raining in Johannesburg now for the last 3 or 4 years towards the beginning of winter. The whole cycle has changed. It used to rain almost every afternoon for an hour during summer. Now it's screwed up. Yeah. There's another one. Oh, I like showing my girlfriend. She's a nice chick. She's a lovely woman. As good as the day is long. Beautiful woman. Okay, right, so that's enough of that now. I've got to get some of this debris done. Yeah, and of course, what people don't know nowadays about these negatives. These are the negatives from your camera that used to come out in silver, bromide. Why would I need binoculars? I don't go to the... When you go to the game reserve, you go look at the lion and pray to Jesus it doesn't break your window. Yeah, I don't go to those places. Once you've seen one giraffe, you've seen them all. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Let's just see. One at a time. That can go there and there and there. These tins. These tins come in handy. These tins. They come with little baby grinding blades. I've got to finish that electrical today, and I've still got to add a stick to my walking. I'm making a 16 gauge, no, 12 gauge shotgun gun out of this. That's going to be the head of the walking stick. How do you like that? Why? Because the 12 gauge shotgun shell disperses seeds. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. It's to shoot seeds into wetland to get natural species going. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And I've got my project. I've got my project with my drones, and that will be probably one also. Yeah, not as big as supplying my new valve, but this will definitely revolutionize the medical distribution logistical problem, and unfortunately warfare. So it's my moral dilemma. Do I launch it now and let lots of people get killed with it, and they're going to get delivered medicine, but what should I do? It's a bit of a moral dilemma, I call it. Julia Cercarioli. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna have to end this live stream for about an hour, because I need to go and have some supper. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope to see you later on this evening in my side of the woods, South Africa, or else I'll see you through the window. Thank you for tuning in. No, you don't tune in. You log in. Adios.